Hello everyone, my name is Venkatesh Marke and welcome back to our channel. Friends, in today's video, we are going to discuss one of unique skill, the skill which will make you extraordinary in your corporate or management world. Well, the skill is public speaking. The skill is how public speaker or TEDx speaker use this technique to enhance their public speaking skill. Well, let's see one by one. The first tip or you know uh, way to improve your public speaking is speak like talking to one person. When well, what it means is that speak like you are speaking to your friend, speak like you are speaking to your colleague. It has to be natural, it has to be authentic. It should not you are speaking in front of 100 people. It has to be you are speaking to your colleague, it has to be you are speaking to your friend. The next point is start with a personal story. If you want to connect yourself with the audience, start your personal story. Maybe your college story, maybe your first company story, maybe your first interaction with client. So start with your personal story, so people will connect easily with your presentation. The next point or tip is drop big jargons. Don't use like corporate jargons or big jargons because people may get disconnect. People like simple, easy language. The next point is show. Try to create visualization. Whether it's like you are presenting on some client story or you are presenting on any company strategy, try to create visualization. If you create a visualization, then people will remember easily than facts and the figures. The next important point is pause often. Friends, pause is a very powerful weapon when you are presenting anything. If you are taking pause in between two big sentences or two big powerful sentences, people will digest. People will get time to think, to capture, to identify, to drive the thoughts on that point. So pause often. The second important point is use powerful opening. There is a old saying, people will connect with your topic with the first 10 seconds. If people is not able to connect with your topic with first 10 second, then you may lose your audience. So open with a strong opening or start your presentation with a strong opening. The next point is a speak with a purpose, not a performance. What is your purpose? Why you are presenting? Are you presenting on any strategy? Are you presenting your performance, last year performance? Or are you teaching any skill? Are you presenting any skill? So remember your main purpose. The next important point is a smile naturally. Friends, smile has very unique use. When you are presenting with a smile, it has to be professional, it has to be balanced. So when you are presenting with smile, people will connect easily, or you will bridge that gap in between presenter and the audience. Also, you will feel calm, your thought will get accumulated, your thought process will start thinking. So use that weapon. The next is vary your tone. It has to be rhythmic. Your tone has to be rhythm, your tone has to be in a voice modulation. It should not be in a same way. If you are presenting any excitement topic, you should speak loudly. If you are speaking or conveying any sad news, you should speak slow. If you are sharing any happy news, that happiness should show on your face. So use that weapon. Breathe deeply. Whenever you are breathing, you will get time to think. Your brain will get oxygen. You will start thinking from stomach. You will start speaking from stomach, and your voice will come naturally. Use hand gesture. You know, hand has very powerful use when it comes to the body language. Your hand shows openness. Your hands will help you to come the idea, take the idea out of your mind. So use hand in your presentation. Structure talk like a story. Your talk has to be like structural way, like opening, what was the problem, what is the solution, and if we work on this solution, what will be the outcome. So structure your presentation. The next is use you more than I. It should be always about the audience. It should be always about what audience is thinking, what audience is liking. It should not be about you, because remember one thing, audience is the hero in this topic, or audience is always hero during presentation, remember that. So use you rather than I. Embrace flaws. Friends, it should not be very successful, it should not be always successful stories you are sharing. It should not be all correct things you are sharing. Sometimes you have to share your mistakes. Sometimes you have to share your failures. During my first periods of the career, I failed miserably. So whenever you are sharing your failures, people will get connects, because everyone fails, everyone gets setbacks, everyone has flaws. So whenever you are sharing your failures, people will get connect very easily. Speak with emotional and the honesty. Whenever you are speaking on any subject, speak with emotions, because people will get connect very easily with your emotionals. Speak with honesty. Don't be like anyone which you are not. So be yourself, speak honestly, and after some period of time, people will like your style. Use visual metaphors. So there are so many metaphors, there are so many analogies which you can use. For example, if you want to talk about consistency and the persistency, give the example of a bamboo tree. Friends, bamboo tree takes 4 to 5 years to just grow in a 1 inch, because first bamboo tree grows in below the seed, below the earth, and then after 4 5 years he grows beyond the earth. So give some metaphors, give some analogies to make your subject very easy to understand. Ask powerful questions during presentation or during talk. Ask very powerful question. By asking powerful questions, you will get connect very easily. The audience will not divert. Audience will focus, or audience will pay more focus if you are asking question. Audience will be more alert. Build tension. Sometime you have to build tension to draw the attention of your audience. Repeat key phrases. For example, if you are presenting on strategy, and in that strategy, if you are presenting on premium product and the premium pricing, focus on that. Focus on premium pricing, focus on a premium product, because people will understand this is the what we have to remember. We should not offer this premium product on affordable price. So premium product, premium pricing is our key. So focus again and again on that key phrases. Slow down at emotional points. Sometimes you have to understand the situation. If you are sharing any emotional story, slow down, because people will understand what emotion it is. People will understand the seriousness of your talk. Use emotions. Well, you may ask, what are the universal emotionals? Well, fear is a universal emotion. Love is again universal emotion. Courage, hope, joy, these are the universal emotions. Use that very wisely. Tell micro stories. Sometimes you have to tell small micro stories. When we were in international trip, what happened, when we were in the client meeting, what happened. So share small micro stories which will make a big impact. The next is start with a common problem. If you are presenting in your organization, you may have some common problem. So start with that common problem, and then people will understand very easily. End with hope. No matter what presentation you are giving, it should end with hopes. It should end with a positive note. The next is use humor. Friends, humor has a very big impact on your presentation, because humor will keep your audience very healthy, very energetic, very attentive. So use humor very wisely. Time every section. So whenever you are presenting, take 30-minute, 60-minute, 1 hour break. For example, when you are presenting in a morning session, use after 1 or 2 hour for the tea break or coffee break. Then again take 2 hour then for lunch break. So like that, take a strategic time out. Show passion, not performance, because your passion, what people is going to remember. How you are presenting, your body language, your smile, your eye contact, your passion is all about, because after some time people will remember your body language, how passionate you are, not your words. Stay grounded physically. Whenever you are presenting, stay grounded. Walk little bit. Remember Steve Jobs, during his Apple presentation, he always walk little bit. He always stays grounded. So stay grounded. Next is paint picture with the words. If you are presenting any strategic data, for example, paint the picture. What will happen if we execute these A, B, C, D strategies in the market? Well, this will happen. We may achieve, let's say, 100 crore business or $1 million business. So paint the picture. If they connect with the execution with the picture, then they will work upon very easily. Use 3-point structure. Point 1 strategy, point 2 strategy, point 3 strategy. If we execute on A, B, C, then D will be the result. So convey always on point wise. These are the 3 points which we are focusing, like that. Change speaking space. As I told you, your communication should not be in a one go. It should not be in a one tone. It has to be variety, because in a even strategic presentation or even in a corporate presentation, sometimes you are presenting successful stories, sometimes you are presenting failures, setbacks. So both presentation are different. It should not be in a same tone. So the tone has to vary. Whenever you are presenting success stories, It has to be show your aggression, your happiness, your body language. Whenever you are sharing any failures, it has to be emotional, it has to be serious. So use that speaking pace. Mirror audience emotions. What it means, understand the body language of your audience, what they are doing. They are happy, be happy. They are nervous, try to understand. If they are energetic, be energetic. So mirror your audience emotions, then it will very easy to connect with them. The next is use real world analogies. You might have understood people use real world analogies like sport analogy, like cricket analogy, like business analogy, like analogy from the history. So use real world analogy. So people will remember very easily what you are trying to say. The next one is simplify complex ideas. Try to simplify complex ideas. You know, if you ask me what is one quality which you like of big CEOs, of big business tycoons, their simplicity, how they convert complex idea into simple understandable language, or how they explain complex idea into simple and the understandable language. So simplify the complex subject. Share lessons, not lectures. So always try to share the lessons. Well, for example, you know, we went to Europe tour to meet some European clients. We went with the proper data, we went with the proper homework, we took proper appointments, and then our entire business tour went very smoothly. The entire business tour was very productive. So share the lessons, don't give the lecture. People will not like lecture. Share the lessons, speak from experiences. Recent, as just now I shared with you my experience. So speak from experiences. People will like, people can get correlate. So what was my learning, how I did my homework before, traveling to my European countries for my business too. So people will understand very easily. Use a minimal slides. Well, the meaning of PowerPoint presentation is that use only points. People don't like theory, so use point wise slides. Connect stories very smoothly. People connect stories very smoothly. People like stories. Our human brain like stories. Our human brain hates facts and the figures. Use image often. Your presentation has to be very pictorial, has to be very colory. So use image often. There is a saying, one picture speak thousand words. So use that theory. Don't rush on punchline. Sometimes people try to over impress their audience. For doing that, they use punchline. But sometimes don't rush to use punchline. Use on appropriate time. The next is use unexpected truth. Sometimes you have to shock your audience. Sometimes you have to awake your audience. And the best way to do that is use some unexpected truth. The next is keep talk visual. Whenever you are again presenting any, make it visual. These are the strategy which we wanted to execute, and by executing this strategy, this result we achieved. So keep your talk very visual. Use power words. Power words like success, like journey, courage. These are the power words. Use them. Though it sounds simply, but after certain period of time, it will have big impact on your presentation. Know your core message. During this presentation, you should not forget your core message. What is one thing your audience wanted to take away? What is the three key points which you wanted to convey? So don't forget that key messages. Make eye contact. Well, as I told you at beginning of my presentation, whenever you are presenting any, present like you are speaking to one person. And to do that, make eye contacts with your audience. If you are making eye contacts, then it will become a natural discussion. It will not be monotonous. It should not be like you are giving lecture. Use real examples. The real example of your organization or in your organization or from your organization. A real example of what's happening in a recent days. So use a real example so people can get authenticate of your talk. They will understand, yes, this is the actual thing what you are speaking. Add surprise moment. Sometimes you have to add surprise moment. For example, do you know, friends, we have worked 12 months in one region, let's say in a Latin American region, and can you guess 40% of our revenue came from the Latin American region. So use such type of surprise moment. So people will get shocked. People will pay more attention. Stay calm when mistake happens. You might have seen that sometime something goes haywire, like audio is not working, light will get off, your mic is not working. At that time, stay calm, because that's not your mistake. So stay calm, and after some time it will get rectified. Use callbacks. What it means? Use callbacks. Friends, as I told you at my opening notes, these are the 3 points which we should think about, which we are working on. So use that 3 points. So use callbacks so people will remember, okay, we started that, we or our presenter started with these 3 points. So use callbacks sometime. It's also very important weapon. Speak with emotional variety. Emotional varieties like universal emotions, remember: humor, gravity, sorrow, happiness, inspiration. Use that emotions. Then drop memorable one liners. Sometimes use quotation like, courage isn't the absence of fear, it is action despite it. Or Steve Jobs said, like, innovation is the key behind the Apple success. Or stay foolish, stay hungry. These are the simple line, powerful words or sentences you can use. Make the audience the hero. Remember, your audience is the hero. Make your audience as a hero. So shift the spotlight on audience. Emphasize their power and give them the victory. End of the day, your audience should feel empowered, not you. Trigger Me Too moment. Like, understand what is a common point in between yourself and your audience, and trigger that common point. Respect their time. Whenever you have given the chance to speak to your audience, respect their time. It should not be like you have started in the morning and till lunch break you are not giving any break. You are not understanding their time. So respect their time. Use global relatable topics like kindness, courage, hope. Use that global topics so they will get connect very easily. And with silence. If you do that, people will take time to digest what presenter has said, what presenter tried to say, what was the outcome, what was the takeaway. So end with the silence. Now friends, let's see how these techniques get executed or get used in the real life. The first best example of pause is Barack Obama. We all know how Barack Obama used to speak. He used to take very strategic pause during his presentation. Then use of three role like rhythm, memory and the impact. It has to be in a proper pace, proper tone. It has to be memorable experience and what impact, what takeaway you are giving to your audience. Start with a strong hook opening. Remember, your audience will get connect with your presentation with only first 10 seconds. Speak with emotion, not perfection. And the best example of Oprah Winfrey, she speak with the emotions, with her voice modulation, with her pace, with her tone. So speak with emotions, and the best example is Oprah Winfrey. On the stage physically. The best example is the Steve Jobs. He used to walk very slowly from one corner to another corner. He used to use the stage to explain his idea during his launch of iPhone. Tell stories, not statements, because our human brain understand the story very easily, not the facts and the figures. Use vocal variety. Whether you are giving happy, sad, success, failure presentation, so use your vocal variety like whisper, conversational, etc. Speak conversationally, like you are talking to a friend, like you are talking to your colleague. So it has to be very natural. Repeat for emphasis. The best example of Churchill, and the effect was enormous. So use or repeat the key points. Start with why. Why we are here, why we are talking, why we have come together, why we are presenting, why I am presenting. So start with why. So people will start thinking on that. Use body language to emotion. Well, body language has very important tool during the presentation. Your body language will help you to come your presentation out. Your smile, your eye contact, your posture and the gesture, how you walk, how you sit. So use that body language weapon very effectively. Create contrast. Like this contrast techniques get used mainly in corporate presentation. Friends, last year we did this, and because of these mistakes we were not able to achieve our targets. But what management has thought, with these three strategies we can achieve this target. We can take these three brands to 100 crore business. So give the contrast of the stories or paint the contrast stories. If we do and if we work on these 3 points, we will be this side of our picture or world, and if we don't work, then we will be considered as a failure. Speak slowly. Whenever you are talking on important topics, use speak slowly so people will get time to digest. Use sense change. For example, the Steve Jobs style of presentation. He used to have a big impact. Like what he did, he used to use very simple language and the impact was very big. Use authentic eye contact. The best example is again Barack Obama. He used to he used to connect with his audience with eye. He used to have a good eye contact with their audience and the impact was very big. Build suspense. Sometimes you have to build suspense, curiosity, because the people will start getting attention, will start paying attention. So use suspense very wisely. Simplify everything. People like simplify version. People don't like complex stories. Explain as you are explaining to 5-year-old. Use humor to humanize. Humor will make your audience fresh, refresh them by using humor. It should not be boring facts and figures you are sharing to your audience. Speak with passion because energy is contagious. Whenever you are speaking with passion, with aggression, with smile, then that passion and that smile will get transformed to your audience. Control your breath. Friends, this breathing weapon has very strong impact on your presentation. It will get oxygen, it will give oxygen to your brain to think more. It will make your presentation very easy and natural. Use analogy. You can use analogies from the sport, you can use analogies from the business worlds, from history. So you can use analogies from the nature to make your subject very easy to understand to next person. Use visual anchors. So you have to sometimes use visual pictorial anchors to simplify your message. Use inclusive language like we, not me, not one person, not for one person, as a we. What if we get fail? What if we get succeed? So use inclusive language. Ask rhetoric question like what would you do if fear didn't exist? So ask some open-ended question. So people will should start thinking on that. End section with the mic drop lines. So end your presentation, finish your presentation with the thought provoking lines. People should leave the presentation hall with a thinking. So use with that thought provoking line or end your presentation with that thought provoking line. Next is flow like a conversation. Your flow should be like a conversation. You are speaking to your friends, you are speaking to your audience. It has to be very natural. Paint picture with words. Image speak thousands of the word. So use image very powerfully, or image has very powerful impact on your presentation. Move with purpose. If you are talking some aggression, stand up. If you are talking some failures, then setback. If you are talking some success stories, then that success stories should show in your body. So use your move with purpose. Use short lines like work what you do, or stay foolish, stay hungry, like that. Create emotional arc like begin with the darkness, that was a problem, then well these are the some key things, if we work upon we may get succeed, and then paint the vision, give the hopes. Do you know the main job of any senior leader is to give the facts and paint the or give the hopes to the management. So use that technique. Personalized example, give some personalized example like first 10 time or my first 10 failures when I started my my pitch to investors. So what happened? But after that, I got succeed. So use your tell your personal stories to simplify your presentation. Speak from purpose. What purpose we are talking? What is the purpose? Then smile. Friends, smile has a very important factor, because if you are smiling during your presentation, you will get calm, you will get connect, you will get time to think, your brain will get oxygen. Use callbacks after 1 hour, after 30 minutes. Use callbacks. We started with 1 2 3 points, we started with failures, we started with our setbacks. So use callbacks very effectively. Sound unscripted. Even though you have practiced, even though these are the 1 2 3 you wanted to present, but sound unscripted. It will make your presentation realistic. And with vision. So what vision, what hopes, what positive thoughts we are going to achieve after this presentation. So end with a positive thought, and with a vision. Speak in a human terms, human like stories, human like simple language, human like humor, human like some jokes. So speak like human, not like robot. Vary the energy level. Sometimes you have to aggressive, sometimes you have to set back, sometimes you have to relax. Use props. Remember, Steve Jobs used to say 1000 songs in the your pocket. So use some props to make it very easy your presentation. Prepare mentally like athletes. Do you know how athletes used to prepare? They practice, 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 and practice 10 times. They understand where I'm doing well. They understand what are the my area of improvement. So practice like, prepare like athletes. Build your muscles. Prepare like artists, how they prepare before their performance or final performance. And with gratitude. Say thank you for paying attention. Say thank you for listening. Say thank you for coming to my presentation. So end with the gratitude. Use strategic humor. Humor has very powerful impact on your presentation. People will get refreshed. Second is engage physically. Sometimes you have to engage physically your audience in order to connect. So play with your audience sometime. If the subject is like that, you can play with your audience. Use some global example, like Steve Jobs example, like Elon Musk example, Bill Gates example. Use some global example so everyone knows. Give some gap in between two thoughts, so people will get digest, people will get understand what you are trying to say. The next best you know uh, tip is that practice but keep it fresh. As I told you, that practice like athletes, practice like artists, but keep it fresh. It should not be like you have practice and you are just reading, you are just not thinking, you are just it's not natural. It should not be like that. Well friends, these are the some tips and the tricks which I thought is very important to make you powerful presenter during public speaking. Well, if I miss anything, you can comment in the comment box. Thank you for listening and